All right, so welcome back, everybody. I'll soon start sharing my screen now. Just there are a lot of people outside, so I've been trying to admit them. All right, I think we're ready. Let's continue. Sorry, I can't pick call right now. All right, so let me share my screen back. So I've seen for, where's my phone? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Where's my Chrome? Why is this still showing my personal messages? All right, are we ready? So now for University of Westminster, can you see the top right, the right corner? This place that has latest edition. You can see like DOS 2019 selection of exhibition, disease consequences. Can we see? Please, can we talk if you can see my screen? What's happening?
Showing Zoom.
All I can see is MKH Investments.
I'm just in Zoom. Log in with Google. Zoom should log.
Let me just stop share and then share again.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So we can see the screen now, right?
Okay.
We are in University of Westminster. By the right side, you can see latest edition, screen wall, digital, like gold, like gold dust selection, disease consequences of higher or the adiposity or coupled with target talks that have been done in your university. So what you are now doing is you now go to search the repository. What was your topic again? Human. Who gave us this topic the other time?
Research management consulting.
Human resource management consulting, right? Human resource management consulting, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we will now search for topics that are related to human resource management consulting. In Westminster repository, that means that, yes, I have a general idea of what I want to do, but I want to check the repository, like similar research works that have been carried out in my university to see their own style. Because as we said, every school has their own school style and house style. As much as you want to get plenty materials online, it will be safe. What? Please, can we mute ourselves? It will be safer to see what your school is doing. So anybody in the UK can check their schools or outside Nigeria. I don't know if Nigeria does this. I have not seen one for Unilag before, although I have not checked. So let's see samples in your school. So samples in your school will give you an idea of how your supervisor wants you to coin your own topic and what is acceptable. So these are the titles: employee voice and human resource management, and empirical analysis using British data. So you can see how it is coined. So it means that you can take, for instance, human resource management and consulting, and empirical analysis of employee performance. That's just an idea looking at the structure of this dissertation, right? Another one, trends and perspective in business psychology. What are the outcomes of the 5th International Scientific Practical Conference? Can you see blacklisting and legal, a new agenda for sustainable development? So you can see as many topics as possible that are related to that thing that you are looking for. So if your supervisor tells you to coin a topic, it's just very good to come to the repository. Another thing is, if you come to your school website, if you go to where this staff is, you can find your project supervisor or somebody in line with what your interest is in. And then you can find the works that they've done before. If you find the work they've done before, you can now have an idea of the person's style of writing. And with an idea of the person's style of writing, it will help you relate with the person more, or help you know, okay, I think this person's style of writing is too rigid. I want another person whose their style of writing is not as rigid as this person. And then you know each lecturer what their interest is about. So by just searching your, as we can see, by just searching your school's repository, you are likely to get, welcome back everybody. By just searching your school repository, you are likely to get topics. So do we have any questions on this repository searching or anything?
Yeah, I have a question. So
I
this
have
one,
a question. Okay.
is it arranged according to, it's not arranged according to the ones that have A's or B's, right?
No, it's not arranged.
It's just,
This one, I just searched for it. Can you see that
okay.
I searched for it? Because there are plenty.
So you can't know.
Yes, human resource management consulting. There are already 1,361 articles or papers that have been written in the University of Westminster. I think you should even be able to download the person's work. So let's see. This is the abstract. Let's see if you're able to download it. But if you're in the school, I think you should be able to download it. So this is the PDF. So this gives you an idea. You can just, so what I do is when I was helping my friend, what I helped her to do was I went to the repository, got like plenty articles from our school, and then helped her to I created a Google Drive and I named the folder dissertation. So I was uploading those articles in that folder. So anytime she needed material, I would just say, okay, why not use this? So she could access it and see what materials were relevant to our work, and it made our work easier. Because if you take all your materials and put them in a Google Drive, you can easily reference them. One challenge I had when I was doing my dissertation was that it was getting to a point that my materials, my stuff were finishing. I will reference a material and I did not save that material, or I put that material on my laptop. I'll not be looking for the material that, where is this material that I reference? And that thing is very, very bad.
Understand.
Because it will take a lot of time and it's even emotionally draining. And you know that you have to reference, you have to.
I understand.
So
I understand that point.
let's
But
see.
second, sorry to cut you so that you can take the next question as well.
Okay.
I want to know, so what if, okay, so this one now you said different schools have different styles. Now I'm yet to even pick a school. So, but is it that I have to look, so what I'm saying is it that I have, for each school I'm applying to, I'm yet to pick a school, I don't have a supervisor. Is it that I have to sort out the school and now go and look into the school's repository compulsorily?
It's not compulsory.
So
Just if when you, I think that you should just be calm, gain the admission first,
okay.
and then by the time you get to that place, that bridge, you will cross it.
No, but sometimes, no, I'm not doing it. I'm looking at doing a PhD program, and you have to submit a proposal most times where you like finding a supervisor and all that. So that's the point where I'm at. So what do you advise?
Okay, so you can check, you look at your interests first and then check the lecturers in the school. Instead of going to the repository, check the supervisors and find
Okay.
their interest first. So if you see that, okay, this is this person's interest, then you can find the research work that they've done previously and then go through them. And if those research works interest you and they're in line, like as Bisola said, it was until she got something that our supervisor was in tune with. That was when the supervisor was able to free her. So at times you need to even study who do I want to be my supervisor. But I think Dr. Beryl can help us better there because she has a PhD.
Okay, thanks, Derry. So different schools have different styles. And yes, in most schools, you write a proposal before you come in. So one good thing, but another thing is that in many instances, all the PhDs I know, many times they come in intending to do something along the line, sometimes it evolves. The PhD is a long time, and so you can evolve. So in some cases, like for the US and some other places, yeah, you have to get a supervisor before you you come in. What Derry says is apt. You find out your area of interest and then look at the persons in those schools within that area, look at what they've done, but the most important thing is your area of interest, because if you don't have interest in that thing, you're going to get frustrated. It's a long time to be working on the same thing. So I would say do this whole retinue of choosing your topic, reading more about the gaps in that area. Once you are certain about what you want to do, the area you want to play in, and the current literature around that, then look out for scholars in that area. In fact, as you are going over research, you'll be seeing people who are publishing in that area. Are they university professors? What schools are they? So that already gives you an idea of schools to target and people to target, those people who are publishing in that area. So you check out their schools, if there are opportunities for you to come in. But meanwhile, you can start putting something together. The more you read, the more you fine-tune your area of interest, the more you see a gap. If it's a school abroad, they will drill you. They will ask you to do a 1-page proposal or 5-page proposal or stuff. You need to know what their format is. Some put it on their websites. I know Pan Atlantic University, we have a proposal format, so I had to go prepare that. Some other schools, you just check out what obtains. If there's nothing that obtains, they are easy. It's universal. You put the background of the study, the statement of problem, the objectives, what you're trying to achieve, the methodology you want to adopt. Nothing is cast in stone. It will still evolve, but it just gives the other person an idea of what you intend to look at. So it's good that you have at least like a 1-page pitch of the area you want to go into, the problem you are looking to investigate or solve, how you want to solve the problem, and the methodologies that you are looking to adopt. So if it's interesting, the person might say, okay, I think we can work out something. So there's no approach that's cast in stone. But since you are just trying to start, I would say start reading. Google Scholar is your friend. Mendeley should be your friend. Start saving resources, Google Drive, start reading, package that 1-page or 3-page proposal for what you want to do. You never know when opportunity will knock. Thank you.
So it was Mendeley.
Mendeley is a referencing database. You can save as you are reading, as you are searching on Google Scholar or any platform like EBSCO and Web of Science, anywhere, you can save resources even without downloading them in such a way. You can save on the cloud, and then when you open it on the desktop, you can sync with your system. So when you are now working, you can cite directly without having to type out the references again. Another good thing is that you can set the referencing style. Different schools have different referencing styles. My school uses APA, some other schools use Harvard, some other schools use Chicago. You can then just with one click choose the referencing style based on whatever references you've already gathered. So it's just a way to collect resources that you have accessed online or even offline, so that when you need them, you can cite, use, download, whatever you want to do with them. That's what Mendeley does for you. Saves on the cloud, syncs with your system, and you can access it via your mobile.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Do you have any other question?
Yes, I do. I've been raising my hand.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't see.
Good evening. Can I go ahead, please?
Yes, please.
All right. So, speaking about interest, I want to ask, say for instance, I'm going in for a management course and I am thinking of doing a PhD. I don't know the possibility, and that's why I'm asking this question. Is it possible to divert from management to social work in the course of applying for a PhD? Does your master's background have any effect on what your PhD studies will now turn out to be? Will they take cognizance of it, or can you just come up with an efficient proposal, and if it appeals or interests the supervisor, will it get approved and all? Thank you.
Dr. Very, this is Air Force.
Darren, did you call me?
Yes, please. For our questions,
Okay. Well, it's expected, it's assumed that by the time you have gotten to the postgraduate level, you already have an idea of your long-term career path. Personally, I did a career switch. My first degree was in estate management. In fact, from secondary school, I did sciences, first degree estate management. By the time I realized myself, I then went to do a PhD in teacher education. I wanted to teach, and then jumped into media and communication. I then did marketing communication, like there in Pan Atlantic University, and went on to do a PhD also in media and communication. So what have I done? I've crystallized, because I did a career switch, I had to crystallize that media and communication slant that I wanted to have an expertise on. It's possible some schools may allow, some schools may not allow, but the question is, what do you
Okay, Dr. Berry, I can't hear you anymore. Is it only me? Anybody else?
Issues from your end.
It's from my
Okay, I'll just say in brief what I was trying to say there, so that you hear. I hope you can hear me better now.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, I'm saying I mentioned how I did a career switch from estate management. I went in to do teacher education, and then media and communication at the master's level, and then media and communication at the PhD level. It's expected that at the postgraduate level, you are now sure, maybe you did something random in your first degree, but at the postgraduate level, you are now sure of what you want to do with your life. So some schools may allow that switch from what you did in the masters, and there are other smart ways to even link me to using research. Some schools may allow, if it's not too sharp, some schools may allow it. It depends on how you condition the narrative. Some schools may not allow, some may allow. If it's not too sharp, they will allow. But you need to be clear on what you want to do on the long term. That PhD is a long time to do something that you don't really want to do. So it's got to be something that you really, really want to do with the rest of your life. If that's what you want to do, by all means, go ahead and push for it. PhD is not just something that you jump into. You want to teach, you want to, it will help in your career push. You've got to be clear, convinced, beyond all reasonable doubt about why you are doing that PhD, because it's going to be trying. 3 years, 4 years, whatever, there will be times issues will come up. You will feel like throwing in the towel. So that reason must be so strong, so solid, must be something that you probably want to spend the rest of your life doing. So I would say forge ahead. If one school doesn't give you, try another school. If that's what you really want to do, go get it. If the linkage from where you are moving to the management to social science is a problem, there are always topics that can connect so many areas. So find a middle ground and you're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Beryl. So Bisola, you've been raising your hand. Do you want
Yes. Yes, I actually have a question. So I was trying to join back, and for whatever reason, my network was hanging. So I didn't get the name of the site. You said there are pools of project topics done in the school. That's one. The second thing is, now you going onto that site to see previous project topics that has been done by someone, right? Is it that you of course, not like you lift it like entirely like as it is, but is it possible that whatever is on that side, one of them actually like catch your attention?
Okay, so the whole essence of checking the repository is to check the standards that is obtainable at your school, because no two schools are exactly the same, although the standard research, the structure is standard.
The third question, sorry. We are doing your master's in, okay.
Yeah. So there are some things that will differ from, let's say, OAU and UNILAG. There are things that will be different from University of Law and University of Westminster. In fact, their referencing system may be different. So you cannot copy a dissertation, because apparently Turnitin will catch you. It will show maybe your supervisor is the person that supervises the person. So it's not possible for you to copy. It's just to give you ideas on, okay, this is how to go about it. So, did I answer your question? Bisola, did I answer your question?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was muted. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Did I answer
So
your
my question, of course, I know you can't copy the entire project, or you cannot even copy any part. So what I'm saying is, so when you look at the pool of topics that you have, and then one of them or two of them catches your attention, and word for word, the project topic, is there any crime in doing that? Like a particular project topic that has already been done by someone is something that I'm interested in. Is there a problem with that? And then I said, I didn't join earlier. The link was like messing up. So my question is, the pool, like the site where you said we'll find pool of project topic on each school. I didn't get the name of it.
Okay, so you just search your school and you search repository. Like this is
Repository, yeah.
University of Law repository, because somebody put that in the comment section, and this is what I found. And I'm still trying to, okay, let me go back. You have to get University of Law repository. If it's University of Lagos, you put University of Lagos repository, or you can put institution repository.
Okay. Yeah, it's the
You can see that it has given us law and thesis collection. This is another one, thesis and dissertations. So you see a lot of dissertations and thesis from that school. So when you get here, you can search for your topic. This is Edinburgh. So who else wants to give us a topic?
probably something related to tech and
Me?
okay.
Okay.
Okay, please tell us.
Okay. Can I speak?
Yes, please.
Okay. Employee well-being and performance and human resources management in Nigeria.
So you may not find in Nigeria yet, but as I told you,
Okay.
say that you should use keywords.
Okay.
Let's just try it.
But I can't see your screen. Are you sharing it?
Oh, I thought I was sharing it. So please give me a minute. Now our time is almost up. I've not gotten anywhere. Is there anybody?
Terry, while you're trying to share your screen, there was something that lady said about using the exact topic.
Yes.
You can always change you can paraphrase, you can rephrase. There are tools like Quillbot. It helps you to change the words, any words, you can rephrase, paraphrase for you. If you attend a school like ours, like Pan Atlantic University, Turnitin will highlight that topic, and you cannot graduate if your plagiarism is high. So you've got to learn to, put a little originality into it. And even if one research is similar to what you want to do, you've got to be clear about what the difference between what you want to research is and that research. What new thing are you bringing to the table? It needs to be clear, otherwise you're not going to do anything significant, and a good supervisor will catch you.
Yes, you're right. So you can see that we didn't really have topics for employee well-being and performance in Nigeria. So I'll just search for employee well-being and performance, social costs, and auto enrollment in pensions. So by the time you click on any of these articles, any of these dissertations, you get their PDFs, you can download them, and that will help you digest how dissertation works in your school. Another thing you can do, as I said, is to get the name of the supervisor. So some people tend to get the names of their supervisors, and after getting the names of their supervisor, okay, thank you, Doctor. Yes, after getting the names of their supervisor, discrimination against women in education, they just go and search for that supervisor. I've done that before. I'm coming. University of Law, I think they have plenty staff. I don't know why. Plenty units. So I think another person puts another university in the comment section. Let me try and get the university. Okay, University of, is it Basque country or Basque country?
It's called Basque.
Okay, so let's look for them because you are likely to find the people like lecturers there too. Yeah, right? Nevada. Is this it?
That's another university.
This Baxter, this PhD is another university. It's another university, right?
Another university.
Okay. Well, let's just use this to show. I'm trying to see if we could get the name of because for every department, faculty, even for those that are already in school, you can go and check some of the people that you find interesting, some lecturers, faculty in your school, and then look at what they've done. By the time you look at what they've done, you will see how their thought patterns, because when people write, you are able to get their thought patterns, and that will help you in choosing your topic. So I think we should finish up on choosing your topic for today because we spent over 1 hour trying to choose topics. But I wanted us to work on to start with proposal, talking about introduction, research questions, talking about the research question, the methodology, and the literature review. So should we do that next week because we are running out of time already? And then what time, do we like this time or should we move the time for the class?
I like this time. I
Okay,
don't know.
okay, so
The time is fine.
the time is fine. Okay, okay,
The time is perfect.
okay, okay.
And another thing that I want to say is I think you touched extensively and very detailed on choosing the topic. It's better to like dwell on one thing and really hit the nail on the head than just like touching. So I think with this one we've done a very great job, and I understand.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Next week, we're going to look at types of research, causal, longitudinal, like apart from just saying, because when you see that, okay, this person chose this topic, you need to know like, what do I want to measure? And I think there's historical research, we have historical research, causal research, longitudinal research. We'll talk about all of that when we come to our class next week, and we are going to be looking at proposal writing. But I heard that somebody in this class is doing proposal already and is going to submit a proposal. Is the person in here? Anybody at proposal
I
level?
guess I'm the I guess I'm the one. I guess I'm the one. I'm the one.
Okay, but you are
But I
writing.
haven't started writing the proposal. So I needed to choose a topic before, of course, I start writing the proposal. But from what you've said this evening now, I need to spend time to really going through the research to understand what has been done so that I get a proposal and I can start applying.
Okay, so finally, I was thinking that I wanted to show you like maybe how I organize the materials I get, because most times when you are looking for topics, you get very, very good materials, and that happened to me. I came across a lot of good materials, but I was confused about the topic now. And by the time I finally chose the topic, I could not find the materials again. I was now suffering. I was not suffering. But it was now, so when you get materials that you like, what I realized is that some materials are not even, they are not even connected to my research topic, but I liked the person's style of writing. So I was able to download all the materials, and I arranged them in a drive. I'm trying to show you the drive, what the drive looks like, before we end the class in about 2 minutes. So if anybody has any question, they can ask again. Do we understand how to get the repository? Okay, somebody's so for me, please, can you ask?
Yes. Hello, Joe. Sorry, I'm sorry about the name. Hello, Jola. Please, thank you so much for this section. But please, I just want to ask. I joined very late, very, very late. I couldn't get the link on. I didn't get the link on my email on time, and when I saw it, it was really late. So please, is there any way you can give us pre-recording so that I won't keep dragging you back to start asking what was discussed earlier?
Okay, so I don't usually give pre-recordings for my free class, but for this class, we are going to give pre-recording for those that are not able to attend, and then from next week, because I want it to be a safe
Yes.
space where we can talk about
Okay.
anything, like you can talk about your topic,
Anything.
about anything
Yeah.
safe, and we can even, as you as you have heard or perceived, people are talking about their topics. So if people are coming to this class to talk about their topics, we don't want to now start sharing it out before you see another person using your topic.
Writing what you're writing.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's
I understand. Thank you. Or is it possible that we can also ask questions via your email if we have to, if we
please,
have questions
I
or
used to get plenty things,
questions?
a lot of work. So I'm just majorly making out this time for this, because a lot of people usually ask me that, come and help us, come and help us. And I have a lot of things I'm doing like this that are plenty. But yes, you can ask questions via my emails, you can send me DMs. And then for this first class, I'm going to share the recordings with everybody.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time too.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing the recording.
Okay, a big thank you to Dr. Beryl for coming. I just want to share this screen so that you see, and then we end the class almost immediately. Okay, so this is what my dissertation drive looks like. You can see I named this very good sample because I like the person's writing style. Do you get? So I named it very good sample. This work is not in any way associated with the topic. And then this is like a thesis final. Then this is Samson's dissertation, because Samson sent me his work and I felt it was good. And then this is sample feedback. So I think I saw feedback on one dissertation, and I was looking at the feedback the lecturer was giving, and this one has a lot of feedback. So this one is my own dissertation that I did here. This one is okay. So this drive is I helped my friend to put it together because her dissertation was draining for her and she didn't know what to do. So I just did a consultation for her, helped her to put things together, and she was able to finish up. So this this is how a drives look. You any work you are doing, even our audio, the interview, I helped her to put it in this drive, and it made the work seamless, way easier. And then okay, I wanted to talk about stencil. Now, in your school, do you have stencil? Because stencil will tell you about how to write your dissertation, what is expected in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. You can ask your maybe course advisor or supervisor for your dissertation guide. At Pan Atlantic University, we had one. And this friend of mine at the University of Edinburgh, they had one. So they were doing chapters 1 to 6, while in our own school we did chapters 1 to 5. So you can ask for your guideline from your course advisor, supervisor, they will give you, so you know what is expected of you, even after checking what other people have done. So I think Essay has a question. We'll take that and we'll round off. Essay.
Yeah, hi, Darren. Please, can I get your DM, your WhatsApp number, so I can send my questions, because I have a lot of questions.
Okay. Can you send me a DM on Instagram? The Happy Brand. I will always be there to answer.
Okay.
The link, I'll always be there to answer. And then it's good for us to ask questions so that we can deal with those questions in class. But we have a class captain, a course rep. Her name is Ruth. And Ruth is creating a WhatsApp group. So we are going to be asking our questions there. But for this class, we have an assignment. Please let us all go and create our dissertation topic, whether it's there or not, whether it's Ask a leg. But this week, by the time we are coming next week Sunday, we should have had our dissertation topic. And as a matter of fact, those that attended this class, and if you miss 2 assignments, we are going to remove you from the group and you will not be able to attend the classes again. Because doing this class is a sacrifice, not just for me. See Dr. Berry Lise, if you want her to consult for you, she will charge you. Me, if you want to consult for you, I'll charge you in dollars, I'll charge you in pounds, I'll even smile. So please let us be committed to the work in class. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your time. Good night. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time. Good night.
Bless you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Erin, please, before you go, sorry, please. I didn't put my number. I don't know.
Okay. Send me a DM. Please, can you tell her send me a DM? Please send me a DM. If you know her, please tell her send me a DM because she's off the meeting. So send me a DM on Instagram. We would add your number. Thank you. Can anybody hear me? Please, if you can hear me, say something.
Can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can hear you.
Tell her send me a DM. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.